Okay. Fall over on this floor here. Oh, it's such a narrow space for me to walk through there, you know. I wanted to not to step in the figure eight that's on the floor. So, whatever. It's late and I just want to do a video because I'm waiting on some groceries to be delivered. And since I'm waiting on those groceries, I have to wait because I was going to take a shower and for the night, you know, and just kind of relax. But these groceries, when they come from the store, due to everything is energy, right? And people's in the store, the energy's mixed, the energy's all over. So when the bags come, they have too much energy on them for me. So I have to spray them all off and all that crazy. I try to get the guys who deliver them to take them off for me before I go get them. But then I have to take a shower afterwards because it just gets all over me, you know. So I'd rather not take the shower before because then I have to do a double take, okay? So I just kind of wanted to jump in and do a little video while I was waiting and just kind of touch bases and still talk a little bit more about those relationships, you know, because that is a very, very devastated part on our planet that is totally out of bound and needs a complete rectification, you know, and you know, it needs to be torn. The old structures need to be torn completely down and rebuild something completely new in your mind, in your imaginations, and in your energy fields, so that you won't continue to operate in search of low vibrating energy, which keeps the dark forces on your planet to continue keeping chaos up, okay? So we don't want that, right? Like, so I want to continue, maybe talk some more about relationships, because I can see that is highly misunderstood, completely, you know, highly misunderstood. People get relationships and see, most what is you think the most reason that anyone would be in a relationship, would go in a relationship? Well, the majority of the reason people go in is they look for somebody to be in love, to love, or to give love to, or to receive love back. But the problem is that because they're looking for someone to give them what they are supposed to give to themselves first. That is probably misunderstood most all over the planet and everywhere. And in most people's energy or minds. Because you don't recognize that you are lovable. And that you are able to sit with yourself and love yourself. And give your attention to yourself. And make you feel good. Even if nothing else, no one else can. You can do it. And that's the problem. See, your body has its own mind. And it has its own senses, its feels, emotions, all that. And the body feels neglected after all these years of time that it has been here for you, and you have not paid it any attention. Most of you haven't. Can't say all, but most of you didn't. And if those that did, how much did you get? The body is here for you. And it would be good for you to give the body the attention that is needed and love on it. And let it know that you're really appreciated. And then start to find that internal love for yourself and be able to go inside and just get to know who you are, your own self, you know, because that's very important. Because most time you start relationships, that's why you get all the karmics. It's all in dark, and then you think you in love, but you're not. You're really not, but you think you are. You know, an inflated ego can make you believe a lot of things. You know, and then we got this heart chakra that is blocked off from love for ourselves, but we want to think we're loving somebody else. Oh, no, not possible. But so, yeah, I was thinking about that, about the relationships and how, because I'm always seeing it happening around me all the time. People always on my door, always in my address here for whatever reason. They don't come to see me, but they come to just be around me to take away my energy. Just being in my presence, but they don't really want me. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you something. May blow your mind here. But see, the thing is here, I want to say this here too. A couple things may blow your mind. But this one here I want to tell you about. As I said to you guys many times over and over before, that you do not die. You only exit the body. You go back up to the counselors, and then you go through a Cosmic records to see your life of what you did and what you didn't do and all the things that you was assigned to do and what you got it done now and what you could have done better or whatever, okay? Okay, but the trick is, okay, let me finish this here. Okay, so, so in the very beginning here, there is a very beginning, okay? When things just begin to come forth, okay? There's called, it's two sides. It was two sides to it, fires and then an ice wall, the ice frost, and then the fire. I forgot what the fire is called, but it's two of them. One is called you get in your gap. I mean, and I forgot what the other one was called, but it's two. They're two. Sides to the whole, right? Okay, and so over time and time again, after times of movement in space and then and all the sounds of movements going on, because the sounds are coming through the movements, okay? And as far as the frequency is like the sounds first, and then it's the movements. It's the sound is there all the time. It's like a sound that that you have to be in a certain way to hear it. So and we won't go there though, okay? Because it's a sound that creation makes. Well, it's always there, but you cannot hear it unless you hear it. It's kind of like but that sound is much better than that when I'm saying it. But anyway, then you have your movement, and over the course of a time, these two moved and came together. Okay, but when they did, things ignited because of the water and fire, the ice and fire. That's like in the beginning of creation of all things, okay? As far as I can see, I can't see past that. Because you only can see where you got a target at, or image that somewhere you have an image, you have a target, a picture that you're targeting, then you can see that. But I only can see that far. And then when this happened, a birthing came forth out of that. It was a man, a giant, I think, a giant. It was a giant, I believe. It was either a man or a giant. I think it was a giant. It was a giant. And then a block of salt, and a cow. Okay. Now here's the thing. And as the cow came, the man sucked the cow's milk from the cow's breast, and the cow licked the salt. And then as the cow continued to lick the salt, a man, appeared from the south, which would have been the gods. We're starting off with the gods. Okay, but the man was a giant, so. But the key that I wanna home on is the cow. Well, you never ever hear anybody speaks about that cow. You never hear anything about that. And remember, you don't die. You never die. You just leave and come back in a different form, a different way. You never die. But you change into different forms, different timelines, different generations, different civilizations. All that happens from the beginning all the way to where we're at now. So, but you never hear anybody talk about the cow. The cow is always just never heard about anymore. It goes away. Once they start telling the story, they tell the story of the man coming from the salt, which have been the gods. And they tell the story of the giants and what happened during those times. But they don't say anything about the cow ever after that. And so I always kind of wondered, okay, since I've been in my studies, well, what happened to the cow? Where is the cow at now? But I always knew. But I had to find it for sure to make sure that I knew that I know that I know. When the cow is really the mother. That's the cow. The cow is your mother. And that's the truth. And you may not accept that, but that's up to you. Go and look her up. But that cow is the mother. But the cow has changed in different forms, in different lives, in different civilizations over the time. So Gaia and the cow would be the same. Because the mother never changes. It always stays in the mother energy. So the cow is really your mother. And that is the truth. And I know that, and I always did know it. Because I'm like, okay, nobody tell about the cow. Where's the cow go? The cow is somewhere. Where is she? Well, that cow is just went through civilization, but she's still the mother. She was the one who came through that, that explosion. And so we can't leave her out. The cow matters. But so, and then over all these years, you have been programmed and given certain things in your life to feed on, which meant cows and whatever. And then you've been just all kinds of things they have done to distort the feminine energy, which has been the mother's energy, the mother. They have did everything possible to cover her up, to keep her hidden, to make her as non-existent as they possibly could. The phallus, the male energy. And that's something. What a mess. But so, what do you guys think about it? Listen to that sound where the man, the masculine, the male wants to be domination of all creation. Excuse me. Do you want to have a womb too? Do you want to carry the babies? Oh no, you want to eat them. And you want to get everybody else involved in it too. So why? So you won't be thrown off your throne? Well, what a bunch of crap. And so, here we go down the line from the top to the bottom, from the above to the below, and everything is not known of because it's been hidden and covered up, as non-existent. And everything from the very beginning still exists. It has never stopped existing. It all still exists to this day. But leave it to the controllers who wants to be in the place as though they are God. And they want to stand in the power as though they are God. And get you as a people who know nothing to worship them as they were your God. Well, that's true. So all your lies has flooded in so many so on top of lies, until you're just believing the lies. And you don't really know what you believe, what you got. You don't really know. You really don't. You know, you got people right next door to you, right, on each side, knowing everything but serving the higher self under the sun. And you wouldn't know it because you'd been blind by the lies. You know, lies can be made to look true. You know, there's a thin line between faction and friction. That is true. It's hard to see the difference between them. Faction and friction is so close. You gotta really be knowing how to see the, you know, the side of them, okay? And yeah, and so, so what we have to do, we have to journey back in time. And you have to journey it back through your soul, back through the imagination, and to the remote viewing of the ethers, and look and see, you know, how it all comes together. And even that, you will never be able to put it together because it's very complex. So, oh yeah, so my water is ready. Oh, so, and my water is ready now, but, well, some more things I want to say, Cheryl. Oh, okay, I want to share this too. Let me share this, by the way. I got these shoes, they really hard on the feet, so I think I do a little workout. But, let me say this here. I keep hearing this all over the line. I hear this all the time, that these draconian demons that's been wanting to taunt my life, wanting to demolish me, want to tear me apart, me and my divine master. Everybody know about it, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so awesome. I love you guys so much. Everybody rock, including me. You're gonna rock. And in the future here, as we continue to go, when we finish this, go into the peace and happy and love and just joy, and I'm gonna throw a party for everybody. Trust me, because we have won. And we won before it even begun, and we always had won. We are always going to be the winner, because who are we? And what energy do we give our energy to? Toward the light. And as long as we are operating in the higher energies, there's no, oh my God, there's no defeat in low. The low has no power, and it really don't. It thinks it does, but it don't. In fact, the low cannot operate except the light exists anyway. The low, dark energies only have so much of a power that it is given, and that is very little. But it has no power over the light, and it totally don't have power over me. I'm your creator. How are you gonna have power over me? Yeah. As the creator itself, or she self. I mean, come on. I'm still your God. I'm still your God that you serve, your dark God. I'm the God of all gods. And if you don't believe that, why don't you flip some cards on me? Check me out. See where I'm at. See where I come up to be. Do that. See what your cards tell you. Who am I? Who am I? You want to know? Do your cards. Let your cards tell you. Then you know. Okay? Flip them cards Flip them fast. And let your cards identify who I am. Because your God serve me. They don't exist without it. So how you gonna, you guys are funny. But the case that I wanted to make here is that I keep hearing that they're my family. They ain't not my family. I don't even know them. I don't know them at all. And I don't hang around with them. I never did. The only one I do know is the bitch whore that masculine was all over into. You know, the draconian, demonic, dark bitch. Was married at one time to Yeshua. And my body is his host. My body hosted him in here. See, this stuff, listen, this stuff that I'm talking here, I can prove my life, not me, because I'm the walk-in, but the body. When it began this journey, the way things lined up to this day, I have no doubts that what it took place then and what's taking place now was always meant to be how it went and everything, and it really did. And if you ever hear the story of it and then see the lineup of it, it'll blow you away, because it sure happened just the way it was supposed to. Trips me out when I look back at it. And I was like, oh my God, so this happened for this and this happened. Oh no, that is so crazy. And it is to me, but I can see it. I recognize it. I was like, oh, so wow. But so you gotta realize how things work. Things operate from the top, not to the bottom. So just because you see me in this body doesn't mean that's who I am. That don't mean nothing. I'm here. But why am I here? Because we always did come here. You just didn't know it. All the time, the gods have always came here. They've always been around you. But you never knew it. You never knew it. It's time you know it now, because everything that is in the dark must come to the light. Everything. I don't care what it is. So if you think you're doing anything that you're getting away with, you're not. And that's a promise. You hear that, darkies? You're getting away with nothing. You're getting away with nothing. Because your planet has an observation center. Watches over it all the time. Have you ever seen the picture, the movie Truman or whatever it's called? That's true. So you ain't getting away nothing. You're saying. And so how are you going to do something to me and no one know it? Oh yeah. And then my name is just, y'all don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. The only one, like I say, that did know me, what happened there? Draconian fuck. But either way, I always knew what was operating inside of the body. I don't know when it walked in, but it's been in there for a while, and I always knew that. I always knew that. But and as years have went, I see the thing is the body gave over to the dark way of living, to the entity, and allowed it to take completely over, completely charge of its body. And that's fine. That's your life. Go live. Do your life. What you come here for, and get the hell out. Carry on, because you have nothing. There's nothing for you. It's nothing for you at all. And why this person, you know what she says? She says, I took her man. That's why she's so mad at me. I took her man, which is my twin flame, which is my soul. However you take, that belongs to me. And there's only one twin flame, people. People think that you can have more than one. No, you can't. You can only have one twin. There's only one. Why? What would it be called twin then? Makes no sense. Your soul is only one soul. You can split it in half. Of course, you can take the different pieces off of it all. You can fragments and put them in different bodies. You can do that. You can do that. But there's still you. So there's only one twin flame. Only one. That's the only relationship that you get at your last time of your life, and it's the only one that is as far as relationships is concerned. It's the last relationship you will ever experience. And it's a marvel. But it's very hardcore, right? One to go through, but you have to be ascended to that energy to make that happen. You can't make it happen no other way. It's crazy on water. I'm telling you the truth, it is. Oh my God. You have to really have to be able to, put all things aside. And don't even think about the relationship, because it ain't all that. It's got the romance in it, but you gotta give them some hurdles before you get to that part. That shit is crazy as hell. Ooh. But I come on a mission. And that mission is more important to me than the relationship. But the relationship must be into union because it goes with the mission. And it's destined. When it's destined, dark entities, you have no power to stop it, and you have none anyway, as long as we are sending to our heartfelt, true life source. No power do you have. You may have power over weak-minded and low-minded thinking beings, but none over the higher beings who overpower you, you have to bow down, bitch. You got that? You do, bitch. You have to fucking bow. You have no fucking power. So fuck you and go take your shit on out of this planet. What you come in for? You got your work done? Did you do your work? Then time to go. It's time to go. Get your ass out. It's not no more garbage bullshit that you're putting on this planet anymore. We're finished with your ass. And that's the truth. And when I call it, it's called bitch. I'm telling you, it's called, and that's all I say. What's in the past? So it's time. It's your day is up, bitch. And your rings and whoever the fuck you got, right? It's time to go, bitch. It's bye. Ooh. I love you. I love you very much. I love all you bastards. I love you all. But it's time for you to get the hell out of here. Other than that, you get your shit together and you don't call chaos in no other life. Just, move on or move in. That's the choice. But we're tired of your lack of thinking brain. You don't have much with all your chaotic ways of, how you see things is in the, so much low vibration of energy. Name it all off. Here you go. We got all this. We got jealousy. We got hatred. We got so much shit. We got murder. We got all these things going through our heart, our blood. What do you have, honey? Goodness, my gosh, honey, you better get this shit together. Here. Make your choice between light and dark. That's your choice. You got a choice between the living and the dead. So you decide which one you want. But as far as that life over there, I don't know them people. I don't know anybody about them. I mind my own business. I am just me. I'm over here minding my business. Creating my world, not yours. And you want to tear mine down. That is so crazy. The thing is, you know what? I have not so much been locked away here, but I have, my body, since it's been here on this planet, has been more of a sheltered person, a being, body. So to know all this stuff that's taking place, it really surprises me. Totally surprised me. stuff be going on is still happening out. What is going on out there? And it's so surprising because it'd be so much be happening. Like, jeez, I had no clue people be, doing these things. Oh, what in the world? But so, here we have all these groups of societies and different things, coming on. They ain't coming on. They've been on the planet, but they know just like you know what time it is. And so they'll come and get into bodies and come to do what they come to do. To, stop you from doing whatever it is that you came here for, whatever they can do to stop the work from being taking place. Because the work has to be done. And you're sending. If you want to, you have to ascend to your highest level of energy, which is your heart, which is love, and everyone must take on that energy, and that is not something that you can just move in. You gotta earn that. You gotta pull off some shit and then put on some shit to get that. So you can't just walk into love and just and bring it and entertain it and just and hold the frequency of it, because you gotta hold the frequency once you take it in. And you take it in, then you go on up. You get you keep going higher and higher with it, but you have to be able to be freed up enough to take the energy of it in, because you can't take it in otherwise, right? Because it's just like anything else. If you fall in love, it's identical, but it has like a collective love to it. So it's not just like it's just one love. You gotta whole. Okay, but if you want to have a good life, peaceful relationship, one that is got you got harmonizing and harmony in it, you have to come up from these thoughts and that you work down in the low parts of your chakras, lower chakras. You can't operate in those energies because there's no peace there. That's just figuring shit out, but you never gonna get no peace because it doesn't produce peace. It's only dark. But there's light in there. You just gotta push away the dark and then go into the light of it. There's light there, but you gotta, like I say, release the dark and entertain the light. Go toward the light that's operating inside of it. And so, I think my groceries is getting ready to get here now. I do want to continue to break some more things out because there's so much to it. You know what I want to say? Here I want to do this. I got these videos that I get them from Cosmos. I'm just in touch, okay, with the information and the knowledge that I need, okay? But here's the thing. There's so much to learn about life and the creation of it and how it all started, where it's at, all these things. So much of it. It is so much. And since it is, I can't, I can give you so much and that's all. But I can't just give you enough that will benefit you, and I want it to. I really do. So what I'm thinking about, if you want me to do this, I can do this. I like to come on one time and take my videos and just play them for you, okay? Because they come from a lot of them come from the galactics, okay? But then I have other things that I need to introduce, I want to introduce, so you can know about certain things that has been done on your planet, that's been operating among you all the time. Just information, period, okay? Now, if you want that, I can put that, I can fix that for you. And I could start tagging the videos on my video here, but I have to figure out how to do it. I'll talk to my tech and see if he'd do it for me, but I I can do that, but otherwise I can come on and I can just play the videos while we're on together, and you can listen to the information, right? And sometimes the way they talk, it may take a minute to tune in because their voice is different, even though they're speaking it through a recording, okay, or a channel, or most times through recording, no, okay. So I would like to do that. If you guys want me to do that, let me know. Like put me something in the comments or whatever, just so I can know if you want that, okay? And I'd like to get some comments. Let me know how you like me, and everything. And so there's so much more I want to tell you, but I'm not going to do it because I got to go get the groceries. They said it was ready, and then I can get my shower. But I'll come back and make another video and talk more about this these relationships, because it's I see it all the time. You know, and even though I talk to some of them, I may say, you know what, you know what you're doing right now. Give it a week, you're gonna do it again. You're gonna keep doing it, you know, and you're gonna keep repeating because you're in the cycle of karmic repeating. And did you learn a lesson? No. Well, then you gotta stay in there till you do. But yet when I tell them, I say, okay, you're not going to grow there. You're never going to grow. It's going to always be the same. You're going to be, she's going to be this way, you're going to be this way, and it's going to be, you know, all the time. And it's never going to come out even. You're going to keep it, you know. But then you're going to break up and you come back. Oh, it's so crazy. I wouldn't want to go through that with nobody. But the thing is that it's almost like they don't hear nothing you say because they keep doing it over and over and over. Oh. But so, okay, I love you guys so much. Get through this moon here, this moon we're in now. Oh, it's horrible. It's a big giant, it's a Pisces moon, and it's Saturn, and Saturn's coming into Pisces. So we are dealing with the planets and the energy of the planets. And mind you, you don't know this because you haven't been told. Those that don't, but some do. The planets affect your energy, your thinking, your everything, okay? So according to where you're at. And then you're not, but the planets are also made to help you to grow. One way or the other. Don't make you grow one way or the other, okay? All right, so sometimes when you feel those energies coming in, the way they're coming in, you don't know the difference, because this energy on the planet is higher than it's ever been, ever, since people been living on this planet, because your body wasn't able to take it, but they figured out a way to keep you from blowing out of socket. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I'll make another one tomorrow, okay? I didn't do no workout. Oh.